Okay, so next, if you remember, after the prepared speeches, we had a session of table topics where people came up and gave impromptu speeches. So someone was listening to those in detail. So I'd like to invite Peter up to come and give an evaluation of those speeches. Peter.
As I have often said, could I just ask you to put the, right. As I've often said when I've come up here, this is not a trial, this is about enjoyment. And we hope we all learn and we all teach how to come up here, and in particular with table topics, which is spontaneous speech, and just relax, pause, smile and go. Now it just so happens in this instance we had 5 people up here, of whom 3 were guests. That's a little tough on the guests, and I thought you all coped admirably. The first guest that came up here, forgive me to pronounce your name, but let's go Parmisha. And yours was about a beloved child memory. I'd like a recommendation first, please, something that you will learn. When you come up and you're standing in front of 20-odd people, you don't really want to stand here with your hands in your pockets. They came out in the end because you started getting animated, which is great. And the more you do with your hands, it's so much better than standing there with them in your pocket. It's just a small recommendation, something I do hope that you'll recall. Actually, you had very good hand movements, and have you ever spoken before in front of an audience?
Not that much.
So, yes. I thought you spoke very fluently, and beloved child memory, as near as I could figure it, was cricket and your family. That sounds good enough for me. Excellent, well done. The second one was Emily. Hello, Emily. You're also a guest. Your hands weren't in your pockets, but then I couldn't see any pockets. The difference between falling and being in love. What a subject! How on earth you can come up with an answer to that in 2 minutes, I don't know. You equated it to falling being the first steps to having a relationship, I guess. But being in love really related to your family. And I think that's fine, that's okay. I don't know that that was, you didn't really give yourself enough time to speak. It is customary, everybody, for a minimum of 1 minute. And you've got to 56 seconds. If you coughed, you'd have got it. The third person was the newest member here, of course, which is David. Oh no, the oldest member. The difference between living and existing. What another subject. How on earth do you come up with that for 2 minutes? But you did. And the only recommendation that I could say is I wish we had 4 minutes, because there was so much more that you could give us. You came up with a wonderful expression, full use of factors. Was that max factors?
Faculties.
Oh, faculties. Right, it was Berkeley, was it? That's a faculty.
Yeah.
Okay. 12 years of mini truck driver. You see, he got hold of this, and he gave you part of him, which I think kept your attention. Who would know that he was 12 years a minicab driver? But it did illustrate the difference between living and existing. And as far as Dave was concerned, existing as a minicab driver, not a great way to go. But now he's found his proper living, and so we can dispense with all that. Terrific. Angela, crying. When it was first mentioned, whether it was our Toastmaster, our table topics master, or you, I thought the word was crying. I couldn't understand, is crime a weakness or a strength? It's a strength, obviously. However, crying, waste of time? Yes, absolute waste of time. I thought it was terrific that you said, once your father died, there was nothing else that could make you more miserable, so the crying stopped. I think that's a very valuable lesson. It doesn't have to be as extreme as that, everybody, but I thought that was terrific. And finally, Bummy.
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 Yes.
God, I wish I had another 3 minutes. What can you do today that will be different from last year? Did I understand that correctly? Was that what it was? Yes? Well, your answer was an idea, because if you don't do it now, do it in a year's time. Well, one way to do it, again, you're a guest, very new, you did it for 59 seconds, half a cough. And you thank you very much indeed.